Today we speak about the hero's journey, which is something that has been taken from the definition of the screenwriter Christopher Vogler, but it's basically it's based on everyone's story, everyone's adventure, because we represent the hero, and it's the journey of when we are starting something new in our life, when we are embarking on a journey, when we are starting an adventure in our life, which means making some changes in our life. For example, we feel the first phase is when we feel that something is not working in our life. We're not happy. We don't feel ourselves anymore. There is something that we want to change. We want to find our soul mission. We feel that, for example, the job that we have been doing for our own life for many years is not satisfying us anymore because the situation has changed. Or we are coming from a situation where there is a wound, where there is a pain, where there is a grief. So something that is triggering us in the ordinary reality, in our comfort zone, and we feel that there is a lack. We feel that the people around us are different simply because we have changed. The situation has changed. It might also be that the people around us tell us, I don't recognize you anymore, you look different. Yes, I look different because I have changed finally. It's more dangerous, even if it's not possible, not to change. Change is something unpredictable. It's something that is connected with everything in our life, because our life is impermanent. So everything is changing, that we like it or not. Sometimes changes are big and we see them. Sometimes they are subtle. They are just starting in a very hidden way till the time that then they become obvious in general. So we start from this initial phase, which is the ordinary world, the ordinary reality, if we need also to speak with shamanic in a shamanic way. We receive a call to the adventure, which means one or more synchronicities in our life, where there is just like an initial happening, something that is placed in our life. That can be, we listen to someone speaking about something, we meet someone, we read a book, we start having the famous mirror number or master's number, how they're called in my school, coming to us, grabbing our attention, 11:11, 22:22, 33:33, in the clock, all around us. Something wants to grab our attention, to say, there is a call, there is something that needs to change. Then, of course, it's your choice to embark on this journey. So there is this call to our adventure. At the beginning, there is our mind is coming in. So there is a refusal of this call. We try to ignore it. We try to say, I'm tired, I'm stressed, I just need to relax, to have more rest. We ignore entirely all the signals, all the signs around us that basically are telling us that sometimes in some situations in our life, we keep saying to ourselves that things will change, that we need to keep going, that it's not the right moment, that there is the world living crisis, whatever excuse we want to find in our life, that in a relationship, we were in love at the beginning, now things have settled, we are not in love anymore, but this is how all the relationships are. All these kind of excuses, just simply not to make any choice, just not to make any changes. So we are just refusing this call, and this can also take a long time. Then we have this phase in which we have the meeting with the mentor. So we meet a guide, we meet that can be like, for example, an old man, an old woman that inspires us. Can be someone that has written a book, someone that is teaching a course, someone that we hear online. It's just someone that is inspiring us through the words that they're saying words that are coming from the non-ordinary reality, words that are coming when the mentor is true, when the wise man is true, when the wise man, wise woman is true, meaning that he or she really holds the magic tools of the transformation, because the mentor has gone through the hero's journey himself or herself. We get fascinated, and we feel that we receive like an encouragement from this mentor, from this guide, to start this journey, to go through the first threshold, which is when we are starting the journey, so the next phase of our life. Of course, when we are entering the threshold, the gate, there is a guardian. There is a guardian that is just checking that our intentions are sincere, so that we are ready to face all the challenges, all the difficulties, because this is exactly what's going to happen. We are embarking and starting on a journey that means going downwards, going to the lower world, to the deepest part of our inner darkness, and start facing the challenges, start facing all the difficulties, because it's where exactly when we are going down, we cannot turn back. We start after we have met a person that seems an ally, the mentor, we start meeting the enemies, which are not enemies, but are people or situations in our life sent for the purpose of challenging us. There are the trials. There are in shamanism the so-called initiations, and in shamanism specifically are quite tough. There can be really tough experiences that can happen, but it's the only way for which we can dismantle our old life, our ordinary reality, to make the space to have the new coming in. And these trials can last for a long time. And the more we receive trials, the more we are able to go even more down, deeper and deeper, and entering a second cave within the darkness, within the lower world, which is another place where we need to face our own shadow, and being able to develop patience, to develop a big faith, a big trust. And if we are able to be in this moment, we start having a change in our own perception of ourselves and others. So we start observing things in a different way. We start making physical changes, or the universe is forcing us when we don't want to make these changes. So relationships that are ending, we are made redundant in a job situation, we need to change house, city. The universe is basically saying, okay, you are not able to choose. I'm making your life easy. I'm choosing for you. I'm forcing you to face these changes. And here is a very critical moment, because we can decide to leave, to quit, and go back to square one, but something has clicked inside ourselves. So we are not able to be back to the situation again anymore. We just need to remain there inside the mud, to have faith inside the mud, not to give up, because when we come out from that situation, from that cave, and we start going up, there is a final reward, which is the moment where the final reward, of course, is the liberation, the liberation from our own mind, the liberation from the cycles of samsaras, if we want to speak it from the Buddhist point of view, which is the cycle of the reincarnations, the liberation from suffering, the liberation from the attachment, the conditioning element to all our expectations, to all the external conditions that have the power to make us suffer, all the people that have the power to influence ourselves and from our own mind or the mind of the world. So that's the biggest reward. And when we are able to be free from that, then it means that we have finish this first journey and we are able to start helping others. Of course, it's an ongoing journey because this journey will not end, meaning that we are then entering and starting and digging in a new cycle, because the more layers we remove, the more we discover that there are others that we need to take out from our own perspective. And there are also moments where we might fear that we have the temptation to quit everything again, and the temptation to go back to the initial situation because things are simply not working, and we are saying, okay, I've done this whole journey which took me months or years, so why am I not reaching happiness? Why are things not smoothly? Why am I not having the reward from the universe? Because it's not automatic, because again it then requires time to build, but in that moment you are building with new eyes. You are building with the light. So it's another start again that you need to make to start building your own soul mission in whatever expression it can be, entering your spiritual path of beliefs. So it's okay that we may fall again. It's okay that we take the risk to fail, or just simply to take a temporary break, because we are human beings. We just need to accept it and release any fear, just simply giving all the fears to the spirits, to our own spirits, and saying to you, I trust you, I'm human, fine, I will try again. I have endless possibilities, I don't have one only. And again, going back and restart this journey. And throughout this whole hero's journey, which is extremely fascinating, even if it's difficult, we meet all these different archetypes, which are not just the 12 main archetypes, if we need to speak about what Jung decided, because the concept of the archetype is endless, and we basically embrace archetypes each time, each roles that we have in our own life, each time we are engaging in a situation or in a person, and all the different dynamics. But throughout all this journey, we meet the hero, we meet the mentor, we meet the guide, we meet, I would call it the messenger who's taking the messages, who's delivering the message, the shifter, which is changing all the situation, the archetype of the shadow, the archetype of the trickster, which is like the Goliardic moment, the fun moment, and then all the other archetypes that are not just these main phases associated. But like in all the books or like in all the movies, we need to arrive to the end. We need to win. We need to win over the mind. We need to embody our mission and truly feel that everyone can be a hero, that everyone can succeed, and the only limitations are the ones of our own mind.